power bank enclosure using 18650 lithium battery. There's a lot of things we should pay attention. Well, probably my way of thinking is different, but I always think that the reliability, the safety of the system is the first thing we should consider, right? And what I can see in the market, I can find a lot of 18650 battery bank. They're using too big battery bank, which has risk. We see that this kind of battery bank is not like a LiFePO4 lithium battery bank. It's not that stable at this kind of LiFePO4. It has higher risk to cause the fire. So first, we must make sure that 18650 this kind of lithium battery cells is from the provider that is reliable and we can trust. Because there's a lot of small factories that the quality is not that good in the market. But when you say what's the difference, it's quite difficult to say. So the price has big difference. Second is we insist that the 18650 this kind of lithium battery cells, you cannot build the lithium battery cells higher than 48 volts 28Ah. Well, if it is higher, in our mind that there has risk to cause the fire. And when you are building a network with this kind of battery cells, you are expecting the network reliability is very high, right? For example, the telecom network, the carriers network, the video surveillance network for government, for police, for security reasons. But when there's a little chance that you're not lucky and this kind of battery start burning, and you really ruin everything, right? But when we build the 18650 battery cells smaller than 20Ah, 48 volts, we have the confidence to control its risk. Well, it's not something scary because we see a lot of scenarios in the market. Well, in the market probably previously some electronic car, they're using this kind of battery and it burn. And then we have a lot of very bad cases in China that the electrical motorcycle, they use this kind of battery cells and it's too big. When they charge the battery in room and it's burned and it caused a disaster, this could happen, So we need to be careful using these cells, and we should keep the cells under specific capacity. Don't make it too big. On the other hand, if there's some solar storage scenario, for example, we have some project that is providing a solar system, very small one, to our customers that in the rural area, which the customer is projects like this. The government give the small solar system to the rural area people that they don't have electricity access. With this kind of scenarios, if with price perspective considerations, you use 18650 this kind of lithium battery cells is better way. But when you are trying to deploy this kind of small, tiny solar system in people's home, you should be careful about the safety, because if it causes a fire, you destroy the whole family. So that's why we insist that when we are building some small, tiny solar system for people's home usage, we insist to use LiFePO4 battery to reduce the risk. So in a word, 18650, this kind of lithium battery cells can be used, and in many cases, can cost down the whole project. But be careful about the scenario, be careful about the capacity, don't make it too big. That's our suggestion.